Hi everybody, this is New Jersey Hog Hunters, bass fishing Jersey style.
I love fat women too.
We're out trying to fish for the biggest bass, slobs, pigs, hogs that we could find. We love to bass fish for largemouth and smallmouth, bucket mouth. It's me and my partner, my bass professional, my buddy. Here he is, Spike. Spike, how you doing today?
Hi.
How you doing? Thank you, Spike. So today we're going to be going through our terminal tackle, which is our hooks and some of our jig heads that we got here, Carolina rigs. So we got two boxes of this terminal tackle that I want to show you. One is my box that I use for creativity when I need to be creative and find bass in areas that I normally wouldn't catch them. I put together a box here. Then my other box is my tried and true presentations that I would use, all my hooks and jig heads that I would use on a daily basis. So that's one thing we're going to talk about, and the other thing we're going to talk about today is our line, our fishing line, which is very important, especially in the age of fluorocarbon braid and monofilament. And we're going to show you our attractant. So we're going to go through these three things, and this is part of our collection, part of our attractant, part of our juices that we have here. And like I said, thank you for watching this video. This is our third installment, our third edition. Spike, what do you have to tell us right now? Tell us something, Spike.
We love these juices and
these attractants are we love these attractants. He's correct. So first we're going to go through the box here that we have. It's just different hooks and jig heads that we have. Most of the majority of these hooks in here are either Gamakatsu, and now we've been turned on to the laser trocar hooks, which are very sharp. Used in like for hospitals and stuff like that. Those laser trocars are the sharpest things I've ever seen, sharpest hooks I've ever seen. Unbelievable. But in this box, like I said, show you some of our hooks that we got here. Gamakatsu, all different varieties, all different shapes and sizes. Awesome hooks here. Here's a jig head hook like used of our Texas rig. Put a swim bait on that or a rubber worm, and you got a great setup right there. This is all stuff used for deeper water. Here's a swim bait hook. It's got the weight on the shank. Another one with a head, jig head, and different hooks that are in larger shape. You use for swim baits, all different kinds of swim baits. Or frogs, we would use these hooks for. These are Gamakatsu. You got red and just a regular colored hook. You got the lead head, weight head here that are used for putting things down into deeper water. Some tubes, and underneath you got the storm lead heads here that are used on your storm swim baits. They go through the hollow body. They fit perfectly. They're great. And a chartreuse colored jig head with an eye there. That's great for deeper water. Get some hits on even walleye with those, but mostly we're looking for the largemouth bass and smallmouth bass. Another jig head, chartreuse color. Little spinner baits used for crappie, bass, and shallows. And we got here all our weights, Carolina rigs, mostly that were used up to 3/4 ounce, half ounce, and even up to an ounce. And some lead heads that we got. So we'll all use those. These are, like I said, used when we have to get creative, this box. Our next box here is my tried and true presentations that I use pretty much on a daily basis. You got your flick shake like worms, flick shake right heads here. We got the Mike Iaconelli special hook in here. You got all different presentations in this box. A bunch of different kinds that we got to get creative with. Here's like the Iaconelli flick shake kind of head, wacky head, shaky head. There you go. These are very sharp hooks used with a worm, like a Yamamoto worm or any kind of wacky rigged worm. Perfect. Here is a lead head that I only use on my crawfish. Pitch this under the docks. This will stand straight up in the water. We'll get down there, stand up. You'll have your crawfish standing on the water looking at the bass in the eye. They get very enticed to hit that, and they crush it. They hit that. Spike, what do you got to say?
If you buy some of this juice and you put stuff, maybe humongous bass will come and eat it, or some kind of fish.
Thank you, Spike. Here I got a set up here these are your trailer hooks that are used on your spinner baits. Your trailer spinner baits right here. You put these hooks on the back of your spinner bait, and as you can see there, it's going to stick into my finger. No, your trailer spinner bait hook. You put that on when you have bass that are coming up short on your spinner baits. Stick this on your hook, let it flutter there, and you'll get guaranteed to get hookups. You got your scroungers. You got your lead heads with a little minnow there. Those are great for bedding bass. I got my 3X, 2X Gamakatsu treble hooks that I use on my crankbaits that I need if I need to replace crankbaits. Perfect. You can't leave home without these. These red glass beads, awesome for Texas and Carolina rigging. Awesome. You got your drop shop weights. Here's a drop shop weight. Perfect. I like the circle. This thing will wreak havoc down in the deep water. Bass hit this. I mean, to be honest, this entices bass when your drop shot's down. And you got here your tungsten, your true tungsten lead heads. All different tungsten lead heads here. These will wreak havoc. This is pretty much like a bunker buster. This will go down. This is great for punching through lily pads into the terrain that you really can't get into unless you're busting the walls down. Our troll car hooks, like I said, the sharpest hook I've ever come across. This hook in particular is used for the punching through mats, flipping and pitching. I'll use this. It's got a bait holder, very sharp, goes right into there. My Gamakatsu hooks, all sizes and shapes, great sizes and great shapes. Love Gamakatsu, very sharp. And also here are chatterbaits. Got a chartreuse color, got a white. You got to use these. These emulate a bait fish. Great to be used in the shallows. This is more like a like a bluegill, a perch, sunny color here. Great in Jersey. Represents our bait fish here. I would use those in the shallows, but I'd recommend to use those in the summertime. Here and up here, I'm going to show you. These are the new skirts by Paycheck that you use for punching. Go into the heaviest weeds with this, heaviest cover. Put this on top of like a Texas rig, bait, a crawfish, worm. This is a very effective tool here. Great coloring here. This is like a reddish color, browns in it, some flakes. Great color for me. And then I like this, the dark blue, black, and like a lightish brownish green in it. Perfect. Those will penetrate the worst matted areas. I'll put those with the jig head, or like I said, the Texas rig, and that will go through anything. Awesome, awesome. And that's by Paycheck. New thing. Now over to our fishing line. Here's our fishing line. We've got all different kind of fishing line here. This is the fishing line that we'd be using pretty much on a daily basis for all applications. Start at the top here. I got the Cajun line. I like the Cajun line. I more or less would use that only for catfishing. I've had, to me, I seem like the light gets into that and it's visible. It says it's virtually invisible, but I don't have great luck, great success with the Cajun line, but I'd use it if you need to go into thick cover for catfish. The rest of this is the trilene.
Except this guy here. All of these guys are visible except this guy.
Oh, Spike is telling you that all these lines here are invisible. Thank you, Spike. They're clear colored and they're invisible.
But except this one.
Okay, thank you. Got here, you got the trilene extra tough, the trilene XL smooth casting.
None of these ones are over here.
Up 10 pounds, up to 17 pounds. Trilene sensitive.
Oh, these ones are visible.
And then you go for your braided lines. Our Fireline crystal braided line, our Power Pro, our Suffix braid, green color 50 pounds, used for your frogging, pitching, and another 65 pound. I will use this also on my swim baits. If I got a swim bait that's very heavy, and I need the extra weight on it, and it maybe costs $20 or $30 swim bait, use these lines here. Very effective. My monos, I'll use my Suffix, 8 pounds on my spinning reels, 14 pounds on my casting reels, 12 pounds, different color, camo, smoke. Very good. 10 pounds Suffix Elite, Suffix Siege, 10 pounds.
These ones.
Then I go to my fluorocarbon. This fluorocarbon, here's my Spider Wire Ultra Cast. I got them in different sizes. I got the 12 pound, 8 pound, and 17 pound. Used for a variety of different applications. I use these on my cranking. I use these on my flipping. My flipping when I want to get rubber baits down deep. These bait, obviously, fluorocarbon sinks, so this is great. And then I'll go to my Seeger fluorocarbon, Invisex. We got a 12 pounds and we got a 15 pound. This is great line, very, very durable, gets down. Great. I mean, to me, right now I'm getting into the fluorocarbon. I like the fluorocarbon pretty much for every presentation. I'll go low, I'll go high with that in the weights. And a great success fluorocarbon. Now here's my favorite fluorocarbon right here. I think this is the best fluorocarbon that I have. Coming out of Japan, it's the Sunline. The Super Fluorocarbon, the Shooter, 14 pounds. Great line, very durable, so smooth and silky. Unbelievable. But I'm going to tell you, with this, if you're not used to using fluorocarbon, do not use this on your spinning reels. Because once you put over the bail, this will come flying off. This is just so smooth, so sensitive. Great line. I mean, it's invisible. It gets you down to the places where you want. Very durable. This line won't break for me. I mean, even when it gets hooked up in weeds, rocks, this line doesn't break. So, I mean, I would highly recommend it. It's more expensive. So if you have to use a different fluorocarbon, the other fluorocarbon that I showed you already, the spider wire fluorocast, this is highly recommended. So if you don't want to go spending $30, $35 on your Sunline shooter, go and get this stuff. You can pick this up pretty much anywhere. Any sporting goods store, your Bass Pro Shops, your Cabela's, your Dick's, sporting goods, your Tackle Warehouse. You can get this line there, and it's highly recommended.
Every place, right?
Spike, what do you have to tell?
Pretty much every place.
Any place you get that line. Thank you, Spike. Spike really likes the Trilene. He uses this on his spinning and his bait casting reels. He uses Suffix.
I like these too.
He likes the Suffix Elite and the Sensitive by Trilene. Thank you, Spike. And here is our scents. We got our Carolina Lunker Sauce and Crawfish. Obviously, you want to use the scent that's most prevalent here in Jersey. This is the Lunker Sauce, crawfish flavored. Great. And got the Yum. The Yum, you put these on the rubber baits, let them bake in this a little bit. Adds a lot of scent to it. It's great. And then a unique product by BioEdge. Here we are. This is we got crayfish and obviously herring, two of Jersey's finest bait fish. And these can be used on pretty much anything. It's a stick. It looks like a chapstick. You can put this on your crankbaits, your big swim baits, anything. That's why this is cool. You can use it. It's like a chapstick. Put it on your baits. It'll stay on. It'll hold. It's very effective. Water resistant. Great scent to this. So thank you very much for watching our next video. This is New Jersey Hog Hunters. This is our third video. Our next videos will be on our baits that we have, all our different kinds of baits. So we'll go through each and every one of those. But thank you for watching us. If you have any comments, please leave them. We appreciate it. Bye.